We're Dan and Steph, the everyday Aussies who took a chance on ourselves and made our wildest dreams come true.
We're the Harvey Bay couple who used the My Kitchen Rules win to start a family and open restaurants in our hometown. Food and family, they're our passions, and Emmy is our special gift.
We're sausage makers, cookbook authors and proud Fraser Coast tourism ambassadors. In this series, we take a food journey around the world, but with a twist. Only our taste buds are travelling overseas.
While we explore our own backyard and meet families growing great Aussie produce.
On Travel and Eat with Dan and Steph.
Our food journey has brought us from the Fraser Coast inland to the peanut capital of Australia, Kingaroy.
It's a region of farmlands and friendly faces, where the local drop is top shelf, and where mealtimes are a celebration of food.
It's no secret that we love cooking for people, and when the produce is this good, we love it even more.
And if you asked us, guys, no great dinner party is complete without a theme. So today, it's Canadian cuisine. And Polt, I didn't know it.
Oh my gosh. Before we enjoy a beautiful dinner with you guys, we thought it'd be rude not to show you around Kingaroy.
Peanuts are big business in this small town.
Whoa.
Tobin is a part of a large team that turns only the finest legumes into Simply Nuts peanut butter.
This is very scientific, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So this is where all the peanut production starts, really. This is our trial container. We actually backcross varieties, so we take varieties that have different traits, different specifications. One might have good disease tolerance, others might have a really good taste. So what we're trying to do is combine all those traits into one to give us the best peanut variety that we can produce that has high yield, gives low cost production to the grower, and primarily for the consumer, a great tasting peanut that goes into Simply Nuts peanut butter.
Mate, on the way in, I noticed the aircon, it's at 27 degrees. Is that to mimic the conditions out in the fields of Kingaroy?
Yeah, most definitely, Dan, yeah. So we've got the lights. So obviously the crop performs better during the daytime temperature of about 27 to 30 degrees.
Is it always daytime in here, or do you create nighttime?
Yeah, no, we do have
You do?
nighttime. Yeah, Steph, good question. In here, we sort of tend to go for about 20 hours of day and about 4 hours of nighttime. The plant needs to actually stop and regenerate and reinvigorate
Like
itself
us,
to then
mate.
go again, like anyone.
Yeah.
Like sleep.
Everyone needs their sleep. We can do a lot more in here because it's a controlled environment.
Yeah.
So we can get a lot more repetition within a year than we otherwise would if we were just doing it in the paddock. So this is very new technology and we're getting a lot of interest from around the world.
And as they say, from little things, big things grow.
So this is it, Tobin, peanuts.
This is peanuts.
They're everywhere, mate.
In its raw form. So this crop here has actually just been freshly dug. So what I mean by that is it starts out as the bush and we have a machine that comes through and cuts underneath, turns the bush entirely over, puts the peanuts on top so that it can dry down naturally with the elements. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of hard-earned that goes into growers growing a crop, and they love nothing more than seeing it go into something that's 100% Australian made, 100% Australian owned. It really does give them the peace of mind that they're doing it for a good purpose.
Can anything happen if you eat too many? Because I reckon I'm nearly there.
You reckon you're at the
I
limit?
reckon I'm at the limit. Oh well, worth it.
Absolutely.
And we have the ultimate peanutty treat for you after the break.
Straight up, you can smell chocolate and peanuts, which is like a marriage made in heaven.
Yes.
Am I going to say it? A bit like ours. I think I've already used that one.
Yeah, I think you have.
Our taste buds have led us to Kingaroy, which is in Queensland's South Burnett, and we're enjoying the best of country hospitality.
We've made ourselves at home at Lee Farmstay. Its cosy cottages are a perfect place to unwind.
Go, go, go.
And kids love it here too.
I think they're hungry.
Oh, it's heavy when they're eating it.
I know.
Wait, it looks to me.
Did he? That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, get funny about them, mate. Oh, stitch.
Kingaroy and peanuts go hand in hand, so there's no surprise here that this little legume is going to be the star of our Canadian sweet treat. There's really three main elements to this sweet little baby, and I tell you what, it's not for the faint-hearted, is it?
Not for the faint-hearted.
So we're going to start with our base. So we have some biscuits, whatever you choose, some roasted peanut pieces, and we have some cacao, and that's going to bring a really chocolate flavour into it. We have some butter. So we're really just kind of making a slice base or a cheesecake base. Some brown sugar. Now, this dessert is quite sweet.
Like you, darling.
Some coconut now, and also an egg. We're looking for a fine crumb, so let's get this baby going.
Nanaimo is actually a town in Canada where this sweet treat was originally born.
Base done. That's simple. Straight in to a Lines brownie tray. Don't forget the lining, because otherwise you're going to have a bit of a struggle trying to get this out. Now, Dan's also got the Ziggy barbecue already preheated, so we're using the barbecue today, but feel free to use your oven at home as well. Preheat it to about 180, 200. This only goes in the barbecue or the oven for about 10 minutes, just to cook that base through.
Rumour has it that the Nanaimo bar is the Canadians' favourite sweet treat. I reckon after this it's going to be Kingaroy's as well.
All right, bake that baby for about 10 minutes. Now it's time to move on with our filling, and this is where the bigger Simply Nuts peanut butter is the star. So use the same dirty processor. Don't worry about washing it, no problem at all. Pop it all back in, easy peasy. A little bit of sugar, just a little bit.
2.5 cups of sugar.
Now, the question is, smooth or crunchy?
Crunchy all the way, baby.
Look at the pieces of peanuts in there.
What do you reckon?
Now it's hard to talk with peanut butter in my mouth. A little bit of milk and some corn flour and a good squirt of vanilla. And for me, because there is a lot of sugar in there, I'm going to do a little pinch of salt.
You also got the salt that's in the peanut butter as well, so it balances out quite well. 5 minutes to go.
We've got an audience. Look at the glossiness of that.
Steph's obviously the dessert queen, no doubt about it. I've got the big job today of doing the chocolate ganache. I got butter and I got chocolate, so easy does it. Butter goes in. All we want to do is melt the butter, melt the chocolate, make sure it's nice and glossy, and then pour it on top of that. So we'll have that nice, crunchy, crackly chocolate top as well. Don't forget, guys, for a Nanaimo bar recipe, scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen. It'll take you straight to our website where you can access the recipe. Ganache is done. More sweetness.
I'm licking the spatula.
A good tip for you out there is when you're cutting the Nanaimo bar, make sure you run a sharp knife under plenty of hot water, and it'll tend to cut through the chocolate a lot more quicker, a lot more easier without cracking everything, like cutting through butter.
The chocolate's now on top. You must put this in the fridge for a minimum of 3 hours. Overnight's even better. It'll just cut much easier, and that filling is going to be nice and gooey.
As you can see, we've got the beautiful base, the beautiful peanut butter centre, and then the beautiful chocolate ganache on top.
Beautiful. So there we have it, our Nanaimo bar using Kingaroy peanuts, Simply Nuts. It's going to be a crowd pleaser, that's for sure.
Speaking of crowds.
Oh, wow. Yum. Oh. Okay. Thanks. All right, you good with the dishes?
10 out of 10.
The South Burnett region in Queensland has plenty of ingredients for a great food trail. The Nanango Country Markets pop up on the first Saturday of every month, and it's where you'll find some of the freshest homegrown produce around.
If you prefer to catch and cook, then you can hook up with a friendly local charter. Lake Boondooma is a well-stocked impoundment that reels anglers in all year round, and it's not hard to see why. For a small country town, it serves up more than its fair share. SUNPORK in Kingaroy is the largest supplier of 100% Australian pork in Queensland. It's owned by 3 Aussie farming families, and as you may already know, we're a huge fan of their snags. In fact, all their pork products are top-notch, and there's a good reason for it.
SUNPORK's very lucky that we own PIC, which is the Pig Improvement Company, the largest pigs genetics business in Australia, so it starts there.
All this beautiful land, mate, but the pigs are kept inside. Can you tell us why?
Yeah, so unlike you and I, pigs don't have sweat glands. We've had cooling systems, we've got fans, which is changing airflow to make sure we can maintain that temperature of around low 20 degrees. So this is the weaners, mate. It's just a whole room full of crazy little kindergarten kids. These guys, it's all about, is they having a little nibble?
Yeah, I'm getting...
Yep, but they love people.
Yeah.
For these guys, it's all about staying warm, getting fit and healthy.
Pretty much good start to life, like.
Yeah, absolutely. We spend a lot of time creating balanced diets to get the right meat-to-fat ratio using locally sourced grains and other products. Then you move into an environment where they've got the right space to socialise and grow. And the last one and the most critical one is about having passionate people that genuinely care about the welfare of our animals. Put that together, that's why we grow great pigs that produce premium pork. Good boy. That's the girl.
Girl. Good girl.
Good girl.
Applesauce might be a traditional accompaniment to pork, but we're sourcing something a little different.
Wowzers.
How's that smell?
Something quite comforting about that.
It's like Nanny's house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lavender and sweet chilli sauce, I'll tell you what, that'll go great with our cook-up.
Petite Lavender Farm outside Kingaroy has mastered the art of turning lavender into anything and everything.
Lavender lemonade, my darling.
No.
Look at that. Smells.
Smells more fragrant than
Florally.
it tastes, doesn't it?
It's like a Moscato. Are you going to go lavender scone or are you going to go lavender cheese?
I reckon I'm interested with the cheese.
You are?
Yeah. Incredible. It's really good, it's lovely. Just that floral of the lavender really works with it.
Strawberry raspberry jam and fresh cream. I'm in heaven. What do you think? Yeah, good.
We need a mammogram.
One reason we went on to My Kitchen Rules is because we love to throw a good dinner party.
We've had a great time here in Kingaroy, and we couldn't think of a better way to thank them for their hospitality than to throw another big party. We're no stranger to a pig on the spit, so I'm going to show you a simple way to get this prepped up and ready for cooking. Pretty simple. We're going to score it. So we just want to run a knife through the skin, probably 1 to 1.5 centimetres apart. Try and get as much skin surface as we can without penetrating the meat too much.
So what happens when the pig is rotisserie, the fat and the juices are all going around and keeping that meat beautiful and succulent, but also that skin will crackle up.
So it helps if you've got a real sharp knife because it makes very light work of it. And we just want to run the knife up to the centre of the pig, and then we'll do the same on the other side. We're going to go very basic with this. We've got good quality olive oil. Let that oil get into those nice score lines that we've created.
What I love about it is the fact that we're actually paying respect to the pig. We're going to keep it simple because the flavour is just going to be stunning.
That's right, the flavour of the pork will speak for itself. Good sprinkle of salt, and we want to rub that into the score lines as well. You're going to get these beautiful, big, popcorny, crackly bits of skin that you'll be fighting the family for.
Dinner is a team effort this evening, so the locals are lending a hand.
Next on the show.
Look at this feast.
Feast fit for a king, a Roy.
Oh, you're full of them today. Well done.
How good's a roast? They're fantastic, but they're even better with some great sides. So today we're cooking for you a corn succotash and a Canadian day slaw.
Straight into it, I'm just going to finely slice some cabbage. Now we want colour, we want texture, we want scrumptious, yummy slaw. So I'm going to use 2 different colours of cabbage. We're using green and purple.
May I?
Of course you can. We need lots of slaw. Who needs a mandolin when you've got a dandelion? How's my bacon going?
Good.
Good? Pork and slaw, match made in heaven. Straight onto the slaw dressing. Now it's a little bit different. There's no mayonnaise in this one. So we're going to start off with some tomato sauce, some olive oil.
So what's the main flavours we're going to taste in this sauce?
It's zesty and it's got mustard in it. It's got red wine vinegar. It's like your mouth is having a party, which is what we want tonight.
It's going to get these little things going, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. What do you think about that?
Yep, perfect.
Good, isn't it? So great. Adding some roasted peanuts to our slaw, and the last bit before we dress is your bacon that you've done for me.
It's all nice and crispy.
Lovely.
I've done double the amount, so I've got half for me and half for you.
So that can go straight in, yes, thank you.
I want to make sure I keep that bacon fat. It is the best. And I'm going to cook my corn succotash within that bacon fat. While that's cooking, I'm going to start cutting the rest of my veggies. I'm just going to rip the cheeks off. The best thing about this is we want to cook this out, but we don't want it to be super soft. We still want to have that little bit of bite and that really pungent capsicum flavour.
I'm really hoping our guests have left their tummies a little bit empty today because we've got a feast for them. Don't we?
Just roughly dice, get it in. We're going to add a red onion. And then we're going to let that fry away. Sorry. And then right at the end, we're going to add some cream and maple syrup.
Oh, stop it. You know, 100% maple syrup in nearly everything, as well as bacon, is Canadian cuisine to us.
Our succotash is simmering away about 10 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to cook some of our beautiful SUNPORK Louisiana sausages. Got a few tips for you too. Let's cook against the grain of the grill. Against the grain of the grill. That's my little thing I'm going with. It's a more even heat. So if you've got stuff going that way, then that's very hot, that's very hot. We're here, we've got more grills, therefore we've got more heat and it's more even. All our sides are ready, slaw's done, succotash is ready, and the snags are cooked. Let's plate up.
We have some guests arriving already. No pressure.
Jimmy's dressed up like an Eskimo.
Last time we welcomed guests here, it was for Kingaroy's famous Bacon Fest. It's on again next weekend, and we'll be back.
Who's hungry? Yay! Look at this little man. Did you get the memo? Canada. Well done. High five. Smile, everyone.
Pig's good to go. We've got to get it off, get it all cut up on the table for the guests. Reese is here to give me a hand. Let's do it.
No critiquing tonight either, okay?
Have a look at that beauty.
Here we are, everyone.
There we go.
Dinner is served. Yay!
Thanks to everyone for coming. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit! Cheers!
How good's that pork, mate?
Mate, you saw the secret recipes out on the farm this morning, so it starts with a bit of science and a hell of a lot of care.
Beautiful. Well done.
Food really has a beautiful way of bringing friends together.
We've met some great fair dinkum Aussie farmers along the way and had the pleasure of cooking with their amazing produce.
It's been one amazing adventure that we will never forget, and we can't wait to travel and eat with you soon. Cheers!
Cheers.
Our travel and eat experience is made possible with the support of Optus, SUNPORK, Fraser Coast Tourism and Events, and Lee Farmstay.
And of course, you can follow the fun on our socials or on our Dan and Steph website.
Smell that.
Good catch, Jesus. Go again.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes. Oi. Gotcha. I'll do the da-da-da and you finish it off with it. It's so vibrant and nutritious that we just... I also do need, hello, brain.
Stroke?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, Scott's more of a... You want to keep going, or...?
I've chucked some hickory chicks. Have a look at that beauty.
A little less Russell Coit.
Let's go.
Right, you silly buggers, you ready?
Let's go.
Is that your new line?
Yeah, not the let's go.
Oh.
Unless it's your new catchphrase.
Should we check the spuds? No. Not yet.
If you're looking, you're not cooking, mate.
Oh, is that right?
I'm ready for the spit. Let's go.
Where did this come from?
No.
Let's go.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Why isn't it working now? This is absolutely stunning, Daniel. The steak is...
Can you call me Dan?
Dan.
Daniel. That's when I'm in trouble.
trouble.
Watch your sleeve, Steph. And watch the plate. Keep going.
You're game putting your fingers in.
Oh, better start behaving myself.
And we're going to...
Let's get it in there. Cheers.
Sorry.
I just zoned off there for a bit. Back in.
Oh, good. Woohoo! That was my last one.
You'd have to stick your thumb down my throat.
Not gonna lie, a little high five because that worked out really well.